this week. Uh, what is your viewpoint on what is maybe some of the reasons why divorce rates these days seem to be pretty high, and also what can be done to potentially remedy that?
Okay, that's a great question, Macy. So the fact that there's an increasing rate in divorce, especially in the United States, and of course that goes also to Europe and the Western countries, it is because there's a fundamental lack of understanding in the very driving force and energy in our lives as individuals, and what do actually motivates us to start the relationship. So most people do begin a relationship because their own personal needs, because they feel like it, because they want to feel things, because they love the other person, but truly they want to love themselves through what the others make them feel. And this is what rules most of the motivations for people to come into a relationship is people's feelings. They want to feel things. And therefore, when eventually they stop feeling things for the other, or the other doesn't make them feel as much as they used to, or for whatever reason it is, they dissolve the relationship. And that's the main reason why divorces are increasing. Now, the way to resolve this, and of course this is a very long topic, but the core reasons is this one. And the core way to rectify this is obviously if a person enters into a relationship with the right state of mind, with the right definition of what a relationship is all about, which is about the other. It's not about me, it's about the other. So when we enter into a relationship, it's not I love you for what you make me feel, or I love me through you. That's what most people are truly actually saying. When they say I love you, it's not I love you, it's I love me through you. It's like a person to say, do you love fish? Says, yeah, if you would love fish, you would not eat it, right? So if you truly love a person, you don't mistreat her, you don't talk to her badly, you don't put her down, you don't make her feel uncomfortable or inadequate, God forbid. You would not treat a person like that if you truly love her. So the truth is that people generally love themselves through what the other person makes them feel. So in order to resolve this, as I was already begun to explain, a person has to enter into a relationship with the right foundation. What is the right foundation? It is to have a clear definition that the relationship is other-centered. It's now to stop being me and becoming the other, to think about the other person's priorities, what he needs, where can I be of service for that person, and to remember that that is the purpose of life. The purpose of life, and that's what we all aspire to and want, is a quality relationship, someone that we can truly trust with our hearts. And we have to think about the children that will be brought up within that relationship, that they are precious, and that requires that people that are in a relationship go and seek for spiritual advice and counseling and work on themselves and have books of self-improvement and of marriage improvement. They have to be busy with that. It has to be part of their active lives. And at the core of that, of course, for people to generate a relationship, a stable marriage in the long term, they have to have what they have to have the same God. Meaning, they have to have the same priority in life. So for that, they need, before they enter into a physical relationship, they have to check that. They have to sit together and check if they believe in the same God. And what I mean by that, it's not if they are from this or this type of religion, not at all. They have the same God, doesn't mean anything about that. It means that if two have the same priority, okay? And that should be the very focus of the relationship. That should be, the priority should be the children. That's first and foremost. And if the two come together in order to generate something good for a third, for a child, we have the mechanisms in place to make sure that marriage has a greater, much greater chance of succeeding. Bezat Hashem. Of course, there's many, many dimensions to it. On one foot, I think that this is an element that can already put us in the right track.
All righty. Thank you very much, Rabbi.
You're very welcome. See you next week.
See you next week.